One of guys' biggest fear with hopping on finasteride is that it's going to decrease their testosterone level. If anything, it's going to increase them, but there's one big caveat. A 2018 meta-analysis looking at 11 studies found that 5-AR inhibitors may lead to small increases in testosterone, but only in men with low baseline levels. In men with high baseline levels above 550 nanograms per deciliter, there seems to be no change in testosterone. This makes perfect sense when you understand the feedback inhibition loop of the HPG axis. Yet, one of the biggest copes I'm accused of for my high testosterone is that I'm on dutasteride. And it just so happens that every single one of these studies mentioned by one of my followers was included in the meta-analysis. But let's go through them one by one, shall we? First one showed a transient increase which returned back to baseline after 26 weeks in all groups. So this proves I'm wrong about there being an increase in either men with low or high testosterone. The second study showed significant increases at 24 weeks, but in 2 groups of men with low baseline testosterone levels, which we already know is a possibility, but doesn't tell us anything about men with high baseline levels. The third study once again mentioned a transient increase that returned to baseline after 2 weeks, further disproving his point. And the last study once again showed an increase of 8 to 10%, but in men with low baseline testosterone levels. In other words, the higher a man's testosterone, the less likely 5-AR inhibitors will cause increases, with the threshold seeming to be around 550 nanograms per deciliter. And even in men with low baseline testosterone levels, the increase is very modest at around 80 nanograms per deciliter, which is unlikely to be clinically significant.